我是上海蓝手们的弟子，我师傅叫秦宗宝。蓝手是从天津有富菜仙带到上海，然后留在上海。蓝手。
太多了。Hold on a minute. I told him to give me short phrases. He went on the whole point. Okay. 一句一句。
一句句。我是上海蓝手们的吴杰。
I am Wu Jie from the Lan Shou system.
我师傅叫秦宗宝。
My teacher is Qin Zhongbao.
蓝手是从天津由富菜仙带到上海。
Lan Shou was brought to Shanghai by Grandmaster Fu Caixin.
才把蓝手留在上海。
So that started the Lan Shou system in Shanghai.
蓝手拳，它比较凶狠。
Lan Shou system is very aggressive.
在上海学蓝手的人不多。
There are not many people practicing Lan Shou in Shanghai.
我是在17岁，也就是1977年。
I started practicing Lan Shou in 1977 when I was 17 years old.
跟我师傅练蓝手。
He started with training with Master Qin Zhongbao.
一直到现在。
Until now.
我练了蓝手以后，感觉它可以起到一个养生。
After practicing Lan Shou, I realized that Lan Shou can cultivate health.
还有一个就是防身。
And can be used for self-defense.
那么我现在告诉大家，我练蓝手的过程。
Now I'll tell you my practice in Lan Shou.
我师傅跟我说，练蓝手不光要练外，还要练内。
My teacher told me in Lan Shou you have to cultivate both the internal and the external body. I started training the external form.
他告诉我，先练好你的体质。
First, you have to strengthen your body.
我们蓝手第一个必须要做的就是基本功。
The first requirement is to do the foundation exercise.
就是马步、站桩。
The foundation exercise are standing posture and horse stance.
我现在可以做给大家看。
Now I'll demonstrate.
这个就是蓝手的马步站桩。
This is the standing posture, horse stance standing posture of Lan Shou.
他一开始练的时候可以高一点。
When we start, it can be high.
随着你锻炼的时间越来越长，你可以慢慢往下做。
Through practice, you can sink a little bit lower.
那么再做下去。
And lower.
练到以后，做到最低的时候，这就是开始练功。
Only when you get to the lowest posture, that's when you start training your kung fu.
这个架子实际上也是一个气功架子。
This is also a qigong posture.
那么，气功练的时候你可以高一点。
When you practice it for qigong, it can be high.
如果练功夫的话。
But for kung fu training, you need to go low.
这是一个架子，就是说你练蓝手的时候，你必须要练的。
This is a stance that you must practice.
还有一个架子。
This is the next posture.
这个叫二郎担山。
This is called Erlang carrying the mountain.
这个叫前撑后鼓。
This is called bracing to the front and rounding the back.
他站得高的话，是练气功。
If high posture, high stance is for qigong practice.
站着低就开始练功。
Low stance is for kung fu training.
那么站得高的时候练气，站得下的时候是练功。等你这个桩练好了以后，那么就是外面跟内，它就会结合起来。
So when you stand high, it's for qigong practice. When you go low, it's for kung fu training. And if you practice this properly, you develop both the internal and the external.
蓝手气功，它有养生跟武术两种。
Lan Shou Qigong has both, is good for cultivating health as well as for martial arts, for self-defense.
那么蓝手呢，在上海，现在我们有4套拳。
Now in Shanghai, there are 4 empty hand forms.
它有蓝手拳、
Lan Shou,
超拳、
Chao Chuan,
翻拳老架、
Fan Chuan old frame,
翻拳新架。
Fan Chuan new frame.
那么它还有单练动作，
And there are also single movement.
有活步单练动作。
They are moving single posture, single movement,
那么
line
现
drills.
在我介绍1、2个原地的单练动作。
Now I demonstrate some standing posture, single movement standing posture.
第一个是甩手，
First one is called Shuai Shou.
这
Which
是
is-
蓝手们必须练的，
This is a must for the Lan Shou system.
它可以增加手的重量。
It can increase the heaviness of the hand.
这个第一个动作，
This is the first move.
它是练手臂与肋骨的开合，
It's good for the arm as well as the rib opening, closing.
而且它需要你做了低。
It
那么
requ-
刚才都是固定的，
Just now it was standing, not non-moving.
固定的练好以后，这个
Non-moving
桩
one.
开始就要练活的。
The next one is to with moving stance, moving. As-
所以说这样也就是上下要有一个结合。
So now the upper body and the lower body has to coordinate.
平时我练这个甩手600个，
Normally I practice it 600 times a day.
因为武术这是一门艺术，但是它也是一个很苦的东西。
Because martial art is a skill and it's also a very hard, painful skills.
练武术一定要能吃苦，要有恒心。
When you practice martial art, you need to be able to eat bitterness and must have perseverance.
所以说我跟我师傅17岁练，练完2年以后我就去当兵。
So he started practicing the kung fu with his master at the age of 17. At the age of 19, he was drafted into the army.
在部队里面跟会武术的大家交流，
In the army, he exchanged hand with other martial artists,
我就感觉蓝手的特点，
and then he understand the specialty of Lan Shou.
它的动作很简单，
Movement is simple
但很实用。
but very practical.
那么我就现在做第2个蓝手基本功法，
Now I'll show the second fundamental exercise of Lan Shou.
它是弓步，
It's a bow stand.
这个弓步是练这个腿的力量，
This bow stand is to train the legs strength,
练后面腿的撑劲。
to practice the back legs bracing.
两脚互换，
Both legs turning, changing.
那这也是一种练下盘的功夫。
This is also a posture for training the lower body.
上面是冲拳，
The hand is called Chong Chuan, which is trusting fist.
那么他练这个从下面是这样弓，上面是这样开，
On the legs is a bow stand, the hand is open, one front, one back.
正好是一个十字形，
It form a cross. The hands and the leg form a cross.
这样可以练劲。
That can practice Jing, which is energy.
对，好，我现在连续的我做起。
He'll do a few of it.
.这是弓步冲拳，
This is Kung Fu Chong Quan.
是站在原地的。
Bow stand. The name is translated to bow stand trusting fist. Standing on one place.
这是
Standing at
马
one
步
place.
冲拳，
This is a horse stand trusting fist.
你们看，我们这个冲拳，后手跟一般的不一样。
If you look at our stance, our defending hand, the second hand, is different from other people.
它不是这样放的，
It's not like that.
它是这样放的。
Our system is flat.
两个要求，
Two requirements.
这样放一个要求，它跟这个有一个通背贯通，
One requirement is to make the left and right shoulder connected.
它把后背拔开以后，
It's spread out the back.
它这个气血就能流通。
The blood and qi will flow through.
还有一个这样放是保护自己的肋骨。
The other reason for holding it this way is to protect the ribs.
如果你这样放，把这个是打开的，
If you pull the elbow back, your ribs is exposed.
那么跟这个手也
And also it's not connected to the other hand.
这样放，这是一个空当，
That's an empty space at the rib cage.
这样放，
In this way, it protects the ribs.
但也不能这样放，
But it cannot be like this.
这样放人家拍你这个周就是打自己，
So when people tap your elbow, it's like you're hitting yourself.
所以它这个要求是放在这里。
That's why we're holding it there.